What's up, y'all? It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. So, honey, it appears that your boy K wants to be out and amongst other people. We're going to get into, what his requests were and all of that good stuff. But before we do, definitely make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into my commentary on this. Before we get into the honey for the tea today, definitely make sure y'all hit that notification bell so that you don't miss not a moment of my videos. Let's get into what is the honey for the tea today, y'all. So, y'all know that K is in a solitary situation, which means, it's really for his own safety and his own protection due to the fact that, he's a celebrity and that sort of thing. But the question that I have for y'all today is, do y'all feel like his celebrity is getting in the way of what is going on with him? Because he is a celebrity, and what they're claiming is that because he's a celebrity is causing him to have a miserable time, amongst the lockup, we'll say. Because they can't he's a high profile person. If they was to put him, mainstream, gym pop, or whatever you want to call it, he would be in some serious situations. Now, some people believe, because some of my subbies actually believe that he's doing this with a motive. Some of y'all believe that his motive is, some of y'all feel that he's manipulative. So that people that are manipulative, they need someone else to be around to manipulate because they need to fuel off of that sort of energy. It's kind of like how dismissive, avoidant people, they have to feed off of people that are like kind of anxious or anxiety prone or anxiety preoccupied type of people or anxious preoccupied type of people, because they're clingy, and the person that is dismissive, avoidant, they're afraid of rejection. So because they're in fear of rejection, that person that's clingy is going to be giving them the love that they need. Or kind of like a narcissist who they need fuel from other types of people to be loved and validated, because they want to feel validated. That's really what their ultimate goal is, and they fuel off of people paying attention to what they have going on. If you a person that's in a solitary situation, you don't have nobody to fuel off of if you used to fueling off of other people. You feel me? So, or the energy of other people. So that's what some of y'all believe. Some of y'all hit me up like, what's his motive for all of this? And we're gonna get into it. Now they complaining, saying that his celebrity is not allowing him to just, I guess, be in a normal type of situation. But sir, you signed up to be a celebrity. Nobody told you to want to be a celebrity. You signed up to be a celebrity. You wanted to sing and be an entertainer. It comes with the territory of extra precautions being, taken and being put in place. Because if they put him with the regular people up in there, it's gonna be some real concerns going. And then two, I gotta ask myself, could this be going on? Could this be going on? This is a question mark here. So that, God forbid something happened, and then they want to blame, oh, he should have never been in this situation. That's exactly why he gotta be where he need to be at. He need to stay where he is at. Honestly, I'm getting tongue twisted speaking on this. Now they say Steve, and this was on WGNTV.com. They say his counsel Steve on Thursday filed a motion asking the judge to allow him to interact with other people at the MCC or other, people that's in the same situation he is. Y'all know what a person who is they in the lockup he wants to be amongst other people. We'll just say that. He wants to be in the main general pop with other people, because where he's at, you know, it's only but himself and, you know, the interaction between whoever is coming to make sure everything is good in the council. But I mean, it's to me safer, because you don't, man, especially what he's being, what the claims are that are being made against him, those type of people who have those claims on them, when they typically go into the lockup, it's not really well for them. So for his own safety, honey, and then, you know, when you hard outside, you don't really know how hard you are not until you go there. So I think it's best, or it would be in his best interest, honey, for them to keep him right where he at. Now, in the motion, Steve told the U.S. district judge that K is being, y'all know where he's being held at. It's like a restrictive floor. And he contends that the floor is where people are sent for not necessarily following the facility's rules, which K has not done. So we'll call them the officials in the place in which he's being held have pointed to K's offense and notoriety as a reason to keep him there. And that's what I was saying. For the very fact that he was even sent there is the reason why he needs to remain there, for his own good. Because I don't want to, you know, even though I don't necessarily agree with none of the stuff this man has, or they're claiming that he's done, or I don't agree or get down with people that is associated with this sort of stuff, it's in his best interest that they do. Because y'all know what happens to people with these type of claims when they go away. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all know what happens. I don't even got to spell it out to y'all. Y'all know. They don't play with those types of people. They do not. Especially when the claims is that, y'all know, I don't even got to spell it out to y'all. Y'all should know. Please don't be a genius in the comment section talking about you don't know. Because y'all know typically when people go sent away, or they sent upstate, wherever they sent to, and what they're claiming to be people that was not, you know, at an age where they was able to be able to really make no moves. So y'all already know what people is sitting there thinking about the likes of a person like this. So and they don't treat those type of people kindly. They ain't about to have tea with you in brunch. They don't care nothing about him being a R&B sensation or whatever. They don't care about that. Because people, like I told you, when you go to the lockup, they will let you know just how hard you not, and who running it and who ain't running it. So I think it's for his best interest, honey. Now, they say the particular judge who said, you know, who said he had to, you know, get comfortable, and ordered him to be, you know, held and get comfortable, and, you know, to have a seat and wait about the whole matter. That was, and he couldn't get, I think, bond in July. It's the same judge, I believe, is to take up the motion next week. So they're going to be discussing this next week. And the complaint is that you know, I'm a celebrity, this is not fair, and the likes of this. And basically what Steve is saying is, you know, because his celebrity status, it's like he's being punished, and, you know, this is not fair. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how he get up there talking. And they claim that this solitude or situation is causing him to have some issues, I guess, with mental health, or it could be affecting his mental health. I think this is all a strategy. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I think that this is all a strategy, because you are not, like, I think it's a certain delusion going on, okay? It's a certain delusion. Before, he was asking for a computer to finish out an album. Sir, you gave that up when you got yourself involved in activity. And we're not going to play stupid like these people is just taking the word of people that was on a documentary. Like receipts, Uber receipts, phone records, and hotel receipts, date stamped and time. Okay? That's stuff that people could put you at the time and the place. And if you was on paper and you wasn't supposed to necessarily be certain places and they caught you certain places, that's a whole nother situation. So they can prove what they are saying. Okay? And I don't know if y'all have run over the documents, but it's very clear that a receipt is a receipt. We not talking about somebody said they heard something. They pulling up with receipts. Cell site records, wherever you've been on your cell phone at, what area you were around, Uber receipts, hotel receipts, different places that a person was staying. If you done bought cars for folks, if you done took money out, large increments of funds out your account and all of that, they know it all. 2019, as I said, we have a lot of modern technology. You could be somewhere and with the location on your phone is like, did you enjoy the movie on such and such and such block? So they know, okay? We're not sitting here. We're not going to insult the intelligence of, the public. We're not going to keep insulting the intelligence of different people here. Now, if y'all want to say y'all want to wait till it play out and y'all want to, go all the way forward, more power to you. Do what you got to do to feel that you waited and, innocence until proven. But what these bugged out people not going to do, don't try to play with God and don't try to involve God in this. Don't half quote no scriptures. Don't do that as a way to justify what's going on with Kay. Because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Don't be up here talking about, only God can judge. If you're going to quote the Bible, quote the whole thing. And John 7:24, for all of these people out here, who, if you without sin cast the first stone, and it clearly specifies, see, you can't read just one scripture. You got to read all of the scriptures if you're going to quote scriptures. It ain't no half-stepping with it. So John 7:24 says, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Righteous judgment is when you just it's not just you just laying, or bearing false witness and all the rest of that stuff, and just trying to lay something on somebody. It's you breaking down line upon line upon line. You looking at the word and you looking at the situation. And we all know that the Most High God would not be in approval of people harming other people and the likes of this type of lascivious behavior that was, or I can't even really use the word I really want to use. But this lustful behavior, we know that he would not be with that. A lot of this person's songs was driven by a lust spirit. And a spirit can only be around, or the motivation for that is behind that is being driven by something. So typically, when you start dipping and dabbling in certain activities, that's what opened up the door for that, because you have to give permission to that. And when your vibration and your frequency is so low frequency, that's when you could be turned on and turned over to certain things that start to run and plague your life. And we clearly seen, in this particular case, he had counsel people that was saying that they felt like he had an issue with certain areas regarding that. We heard people that was close to him say that they wish he would have got help. Y'all remember how K. Michelle was up there talking to Jason Lee and them about that on Hollywood Unlocked? So these are people that was his peers and counsel people around him saying it was clear, it was some issues there. People done went writing books and stuff. I ain't seen nobody get him take action against some of these folks yet for writing books. So if some of this stuff was not true, you certainly, before this got to this point, this huge, you would have been taking action against those folks if you felt like they didn't have any validity to what they were saying. So I got to look at that. So we not gonna do no half stepping around here. Okay, we not gonna do that. If you gonna quote the whole thing. Don't quote just, and you can tell it's carnal Christian type of people that's fugazi anyway. That they really don't know what they're talking about. They really don't crack it. They like to have the appearance like they really know what they're talking about. But ain't no power there. You think I'm sitting there crying because you up there talking about, oh, you know, he's that is without sin. First of all, when you a child of the Most High God, or, you know, one of the elect, can't nobody lay no charges up against you, because if God be for you, who could be against you? So obviously the fact that this whole thing, because you're supposed to also, it talks about staying away from the appearance of evil in the scriptures as well. And you're supposed to stay away from wickedness and stuff like that. But this person surrounded himself with this type of activity. So don't sit up there talking about what we should and what we shouldn't be doing, because as I said, I'm going to do what I need to do to protect the youth. I don't care about protecting a grown man that is able to protect himself. I care about the women and I care about the youth. Because if you also read, men is supposed to be leading by example and supposed to be the head of the household. They ain't supposed to be just causing a ruckus and running amok through the community. What about the women and the youth in the community? I don't care about no grown man crying, talking about, oh, my celebrity status is preventing me from having a time. You're not on a holiday stay at a condo in Biscayne somewhere. Like, what you think this is? Who does this individual think he is? You think that you can just run around doing whatever you want and nobody and not be held accountable and not, you know, have to answer for things? Like, people just supposed to keep rolling out the red carpet. These people have been more than fair with this individual. More than fair. Do you know what happens to people in other places? You don't get the privilege of being innocent until proven in other places. So he has had way too, in my opinion, he's had a lot of opportunities to get it together. A lot. Mr. I gave y'all 30 years. A lot of opportunity. So if you mad, y'all need to be mad with him. Don't be getting up under people, these bloggers pages who's talking about this story. Who do you think you are? If y'all felt like what he was doing was okay for the years that he was doing it, then y'all felt like y'all really loved him and supported him, then y'all should have been saying something to him then. Y'all should have been saying something to him then. Because people who you love, you try to stop them from causing destruction or participating in destructive behavior, because you don't want them to be in a situation like this. So don't sit up there and try to lecture me and lecture other bloggers because we're commentating and reporting on news that has been made public. You need to blame the person for getting himself in the circumstances in which he has gotten himself into the circumstances of, or the situations of. Blame him. Nobody is responsible for the actions that a grown man decided to participate in, or to the choices that was made. And it sounds absolutely ludicrous, absurd. It's just illogical, irrational to think that everybody just decided that we all was just gonna go out to say this about such and such. These claims have been made from 1990 something to 2019. So some of these people ain't even know each other. Some of these people in different jurisdictions and different area codes They just all have something against such and such. And then who would pay off all of these people if they was actually innocent? Like, nobody that's innocent goes to try to pay all these people. Why doesn't this person have money for a decent, as these people are claiming, a decent counsel? Not to say that Steve is not, but, you know, to get the best of the best in the country. You would have funds for that if you wasn't going to dwindle down your funds and you know, spending your funds to sweep stuff under the rug and to get people to turn a blind eye. This person is not a person that was an underprivileged person in America. This person was a person that was afforded all the luxuries that life had to offer, and they squandered it. They squandered the opportunity. They squandered their blessings. They squandered everything that had to do with positivity in life, and they chose to make choices. Don't be mad with nobody else but the individual. Next case on that. Now, anyway, they say that Kay's, you know, the restrictions include no meaningful interaction with people, no time outside, getting sunlight, no media access, no recreational activities. All his visitations are meetings with, you know, counsel, and they're recorded, and he's permitted 3 showers a week and 1 15-minute phone call per month. And the list of limitations that Kay's counsel, Steve, outlined in the, I guess, the documents were longer than that. So according to Steve, you know, your boy Kay is being treated as, you know, he's been, you know, not necessarily following the rules, or like, you know, typically people that are there are people are in a solitary type of situation, are people that are, they need to be from away from other people. But it's just like, in his situation, because he's a celebrity, what are they really gonna do? Because if they put him around other people and something happens, y'all gonna be like, oh, why didn't y'all take precautions? You hear what I'm saying? So it's like, what do you do? Like, I mean, nobody told him to get himself in a situation, or you know, in a jiffy or a jam like this. So back in July, they say that it, you know, it was reported that Kay preferred the solitary situation, that he felt content there, believing that if he was, you know, around the Gen Pop, his life would be, you know, he would be in some serious ordeals if that was the case. But, you know, they also said it was, you know, some fear of retaliation and other stuff, but he chose it anyway. So now it's like, oh, I'm a celebrity, I have celebrity status, and it's making my experience not a, you know, a pleasant one. Like, give us a break. Okay? Give us a break. Do you want the protection or not? But I think that they should keep him there, because honestly, if something happens, all the supporters are going to say is, oh, look at what they did. Look at what they're doing. Nobody wants to hear that, okay? He needs to be safe. Other people need to be safe. And this needs to be a safe experience until, you know, his due process happens. And I think that these people have been more than fair. They took time to compile all of what they compiled to get, you know, get it to this point. And if he was a regular person that was in a situation like this, there wouldn't be these special privileges. There would not be special privileges, not special precautions. Y'all see what happens to regular underprivileged people who are in situations like this. This person has support. This person is, precautions were taken care of. They took their time to come up with this stuff, man. They took their time to compile proof and different things. If this was a regular smuggler person that did not have money, this person would not be in the privileged situation that they were in. We would, if it was claims from 1990, whatever they would have been taken in. It wouldn't have been until 2019 where people would have to holler out, come on. So all of that, when people trying to make it seem like this person is not privileged, this person is claiming, oh, because I'm privileged or because I'm a celebrity, it's just a miserable experience. That's what the reports are how they're coming across to the public. And I think that some of these people that's in his camp or on his team, they need to start being very careful with how they're presenting stuff, because that's how the public is looking at the situation. Like it's just complaints. This is not a hotel holiday stay and a resort vacation. What you think this is? Anywho, I want to know y'all's thoughts on this situation. Hey to all of the people coming on the premiere. Much love to y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Oh, and thank y'all so much for showing love on episode 9 of my podcast. I really appreciate y'all. You know, the success of the podcast, just, you know, to God be all the glory. Just me looking at how well we did for the first season. You know, that's nothing but the Most High God, so all glory to him. Definitely, if you have not checked that out, check out episode 9. The link is on my community page, okay? And yeah, what are y'all's thoughts? Like, as y'all are coming on, you know, people, please fill people in as they're coming into the live chats, and let them know what we're talking about if they're just now coming on, because a lot of people come in on the ending of the podcast, well, not the podcast, but my premiere or live stream, and they're asking what's going on. So if y'all could please, if y'all know what is going on, definitely inform the people that is coming on what's going on here if they're asking about it. We're just discussing a little bit about a request that's being made because Kay wants to be amongst others, and they're kind of making the claim, or what it's sounding like is that they feel like his celebrity status is making his experience not a pleasant one for him, because if he was a regular smuggler person, he would be around other people and it would, I guess, be more privileges. But because he is who he is, they have to take precautions to protect him in the way that they need to protect him. So that's what's going on there. So that's what we're talking about. Hey to everybody. And so I'm going to leave the chat open for a little bit, and then we're going to start wrapping soon on our final thoughts about this. Thank y'all for taking the time out to listen to KBC. Much love to y'all. Much love to my new subscribers. Thank y'all for taking out the time to subscribe to your girl. Thank y'all also to my day one subscribers. Much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all for just tuning in and just supporting the channel. Like, I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate everybody who take that time out to hit that like button, because that helps the channel as well. I love, all my peoples. Thank y'all for even commenting and taking the time out of your day to comment, because that also helps the channel as well. Y'all just are so helpful, and I'm really just appreciative. I be trying not to cry when I be telling y'all thank you. Anyway, I'm not gonna be emotional today. But I hope y'all are enjoying y'all weekend. It's a beautiful day where I'm at. All my Florida people, let me know, check in. Are y'all okay? Because I'm hearing stuff about what's going on in Florida. Y'all let me know how the weather is, and please get somewhere safe if you are out in Florida. I got some people that called me this morning to say that they were evacuating and getting themselves to safety and all of that, with the coming storm and everything that's supposed to be happening down there. So y'all let me know, like, if y'all are checking in from Florida, are y'all okay? What are they saying out in Florida? All right, well, I'm going to leave the chat open, and then soon we're going to be wrapping. So let's get into the discussion. Let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know, your thoughts about some other things, if y'all want to get some other things off y'all chest. And yeah, let's jump into the comment section. Right, y'all, so y'all should be giving your final thoughts or your last minute thoughts on the matter. and we're going to be wrapping up the live stream. So I want to thank you all for taking the time out to watch, and I will see y'all soon on my next video. And y'all can continue typing in the chat until the live stream is finished. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you to all of the people who even showed up to the end of this premiere. I thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all soon. Come shop with me now at my Teespring store, KingBritneyChanel Couture. I provide custom apparel and so much more for an affordable price. We have items like leggings, t-shirts, and hoodies. So thank you for shopping, and I hope that you enjoy. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.